Louisiana is often a bellwether for cultural clashes between the political right and LGBTQ activists. A recent report from Louisiana's Attorney General Jeff Landry, who is also a Republican gubernatorial candidate, has sparked backlash from LGBTQ activists for its proposal to silence their voices in the state's libraries. The report calls for public libraries to bar children's access to any books with sexually explicit content, and imposing a card system that gives parents or guardians the right to approve the checkout of those books from the young adult section. While Landry claims the goal of libraries should be to provide a variety of viewpoints, LGBTQ activists are arguing that the proposed library policy change is more about silencing their voices, and citing the lack of any evidence to prove that children can readily access sexually explicit materials, as well as the hundreds of attempted book bans nationwide. The report specifically names 9 books, including Genderqueer, Maya Kobabe's 2019 autobiography about growing up with a non-binary identity. LGBTQ activists point out that this book drew the most attempts at banning in the U.S. last year, according to the American Library Association. There is also a fear among activists that the proposed policy change will leave young people feeling misunderstood, knowing they won't have access to materials that can humanize their community. As Peyton Rose Michelle, executive director of LA Trans Advocates, puts it, children need something to show them that it's okay for them to be who they are, and that might be a book. Despite the outcry from the LGBTQ community, the Louisiana legislature is preparing to vote on a bill this spring that would enforce Landry's demands and change the power dynamics in determining materials suitable for children and teens. There are worries that this move is an attempt to wield political power and ensure that conservative values are upheld in the library system. On the flip side, many Louisianans, including the co-founder of Louisiana Citizens Against Censorship, Lynette Mejia, are fighting to make sure books with LGBTQ themes remain accessible to all. Mejia is calling Landry's report a political stunt and says libraries are equipped to select appropriate materials. At this time, the fate of Landry's proposal and its implications for LGBTQ rights and representation in Louisiana remains to be seen. Follow this story to stay updated on how Louisiana's library book ban will impact the cultural landscape in this highly politically charged state.